And when you're pitching somebody face to face, you can tell how you're doing by the following. When they start writing the rest of it in their heads and start nodding and acknowledging, I can see that, you know you're home, you know you're doing it right. But it has to be this concise and this simple, really, to work. I'm going to give you another example here, and again, a lot of one's work starts with a what if. In this case, my what if was, what if today a young archaeologist accidentally opens a tomb that contains a bunch of ancient skeletons and an extra one that isn't ancient and has a bullet in its wing bone, and all of a sudden people start coming out of the woodwork and people start getting killed, because what our archaeologist doesn't realize at first is that this guy vanished in late 1963 with the answer to who killed Jack Kennedy. That is a good premise, if I do say so myself. And by the way, a little bit about the history of that premise that you might find amusing. I came up with the idea while I was writing for Murder, She Wrote. And the problem that I faced I thought, well, this would make a good idea for an initial stab at writing novels. But the problem that I faced is when I started telling the story in linear form, starting in 1963 with that 16th man who ends up dead and in that burial chamber. He was a private eye from Reno, Nevada. And I quickly realized that he was my favorite character in the whole show. And if I told the story in a linear fashion, I would have to kill him off less than halfway through. And so I put aside getting into the novel while I thought about that.